The question I had coming into this trip was why? Why would Leah and Ricky, two reasonably successful people by anyone's calculations, move their family from the comforts of a St. Louis suburb to a 70-acre farm in the middle of the state? And how did this change them?
To be able to really challenge yourself to think about your goals and plans in line with what God has planned for you, it's special and powerful.
So just watching Ricky, throughout the farm, and it was one of these days where everybody comes here to pick pumpkins, and he's kind of like the man of the hour. So he's running around constantly doing a million things for a million people. But as he's walking through the farm, I just look up to him and he sees me and he just says, "Leah, my dreams are coming true." And that makes me so happy, just to see that. And I'm incredibly grateful that these small dreams that we had, and we took big action, on these dreams. To watch my husband as he's working his butt off and going through the farm, and him just saying, "My dreams are coming true." That feels good, and it is good. It's a good thing. And I think that that's a really important lesson to learn, is that while this life has many ups and downs and gives us many opportunities to suffer, and truly it does, I know, there's also a lot of blessings out there. And there's a lot that God wants us to do with our life.
I was a soldier and a firefighter, and so I've had a strong sense of duty, and I've always been drawn to sort of blue collar work. And to switch gears to an entrepreneurial mindset, to kind of go it on my own, is a very scary idea for anyone, even for me. When you sell everything and you come out and you're like, I got to figure out a way to make this work. So I was afraid that no one's going to show up, which is just ludicrous. When the first person pulled into the parking lot, paid their admission fee, and you kind of direct them where to go, and you see them bring their kids out, and they're buying cider, they're going down the slides, they're taking photos amongst the pumpkins, and they're buying your pumpkins. It was a really emotional experience for me. I was really surprised by it, and still am when I think about it.
I think it's just when you see people and families and older couples, like that's their event for the day, when you see them come to something like this. It's a pumpkin patch on a farm in the middle of nowhere, and people are so excited to get their apple cider, to ride down the slide, to do an axe throw. It's fun.
From a family perspective, there's nothing more enjoyable than watching other families enjoy your farm.
We're here, we did it. This is it, this is why we're doing it.
When you think about the joy of the gospel and why Jesus tells us to be joyful, creating experiences like this really matter. When you see their mission behind it, it gives that joy so much substance.
Yeah, you smile a lot when you're out here.
I do?
Yes.
Okay, good.
It changes the way that you live your life. It changes the way that you do things. And for them, it clearly did.
What Leah and Ricky are trying to do is trying to live with an increased sense of intentionality with the way they spend their time, with whom they spend their time with, the things they're consuming, the things they're eating. They've prioritized family, nature, their spiritual life. The pace of life that they have is beautiful, right? I think everybody can stand to choose a bit more intentionality, because I think that's the challenging part. It's easy to say, I wish life was different, but then to actually identify what that thing is and then take the steps that are necessary to get there, that is a challenge.
All the families, every family has to get on the hayride. Every kid has to get on the hayride.
When people leave, we'll wave, as they're leaving, and if they kind of slow down, we'll stop. They'll roll down the window. We'll say, how was your time? What can we do to have made your experience even better?
And I encourage them to walk around the farm, take photos, enjoy the animals, enjoy the flowers, enjoy the pumpkins, go pick a pumpkin. When we thought about the pumpkin patch, what we envisioned was a place that, not just from a monetization standpoint, but from a place where people could experience and then see that our family grew these pumpkins. It wasn't just something they picked out of a grocery store. That family isn't just helping us provide for my family, they're also experiencing what we, on a smaller level, what we've experienced. And they're enjoying that, and they're bringing their families out here. And that really blesses us as a family. My kids get to see it, and they start to see and understand why we've been working so hard every day for so long over these last few months. They see it, and they get it. And we're being blessed by it.
As we've been doing this business together, like some of our strengths have really shown themselves as well as our weaknesses.
Yeah.
But one of your strengths is really talking to people and showing your appreciation for their time, you know, just being here. It is. You do a good job with that.
The experience of seeing other families
Yeah.
come onto our farm and sharing the experience of what we see every day with our kids when they go out and run wild, watching other families letting their kids run wild out here and enjoy cider and enjoy the fall weather and pick pumpkins. I just feel a lot of gratitude in being able to see people experience the joy of the farm life.
This is it. This is us.
I learned that the journey will not always be easy, but having a support system makes it possible. I learned that sometimes the scariest thing we can do is trust the Lord. That's also the most fulfilling. I learned that by slowing down, we can learn to appreciate the little things.
It sounds simple or even trivial, honestly, but it means something. Like, it matters when you have all of your actions, difficult or not, pointing you toward love. Amid struggle, there is a way to find joy in the work that you're doing because it means something more